We're not far from where we were. A few hour ride in the car with a couple stops. We're actually really close to my son's family's property right now. And we know there's gold all around us. Like literally there's gold claims. We can see them on the maps. We had to dig a latrine. So I dry classified that from right over there where all that activity is right now. And when I got done with that, I brought it over here. And I'm about to go find a spot in there. I think I'm going to try to set up the 6-inch quick and run it. So I'll be giving you an update as we go. Check this out. I didn't even need to go into the creek. I looked over and look, there's my camper. There's my boy. There's my truck. There's my sluice. I'm sluicing from dry ground. Got just an awesome amount of flow for a little baby sluice. I'm sitting here on my knees, nice and dry. I did get one scoop in just to see how it was going. And there's a lot of mud because this is a lot of topsoil. Like I said, we just dug a latrine, so we got into a little bit of gravel. And so I'm trying to get it worked up where it's more sluiceable. I'm still getting dry dirt coming out of my scoop. So as I get this stirred up, it'll be better. But yeah, high hopes. I'll let you know in a minute. A little bit of sunshine peeking through these bushes. I'm kneeling down on a dry bank. And there's a really good head of water going through there. Speck right in that one. Let's wash her out, see what she looks like. Might have been a bigger piece of gold. I see a couple little flecks, but there's so much pyrite. Just to get them up, but there is a lot of material in there. I saw a couple of bigger pieces, but they were like yellow rocks. But then I saw one swirl and dig its way in. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna get my hopes up. But I'll pan it. I was just trying for a quick drawback to see. There's a little itty bitty specker there, but there's gotta be something in here. Come on, something. Yeah.
Lots of black sand.
Lots of black sand. All the signs are there.
All the signs.
Ooh, there's a gem of some sort. Find a sapphire? That isn't what I was after.
Nope, that is not what you were thinking it was.
No, there was a... Where'd it go? There was definitely a translucent.
Really flowered.
Yeah, but I mean, we were digging in topsoil forest lawn. Great, at the tip of my finger for the camera. Again, for a test hole. So it's the most important hole of the campsite. Gotta be.
Oh yeah, that's about right. Or mica. Oh no, that's about right.
Crazy though.
Oh, I want to dig. I want to do a cam now.
Yeah, we gotta find somewhere to dig a hole. We gotta. Since I have that angle for you.
No, yeah, you're good. You can even take it.
Yeah, I got you started. You put your thing down there, I'll scrape it right off for you.
That's the rule.
Two makes a dreamer.
Right. Hopefully you can stop instead of top throw. Oh, you got rabbits? That was one rock away that cleared out. Come here.
That's not even sand in it, that's all black sand in it. It's wild. Underneath this miner's mark right there. Done. Nothing. A lot of black sand though.
Yeah, that didn't work so hot, but
at that right there. Did you see it before you did that?
Sorry.
It's okay, I think it was pyrite.
Material this time. A lot of chunkies and should grab one of my strainers from the bottom, but need a little bit more drop.
Well, we'll let her clean out. I just got a glimpse of her. She was full. Could be mica, could be gold.
A little heavy. Couple more right in there. And then gold was right dead center in the middle of that. A piece of gold right there. I think, anyway. Crazy on the bank sluicing like this.
Alright, we'll let her clean out a little bit while I walk up and get a pan. Definitely got something red there. Whether it's gold or mica, I don't know. And that is less ruby looking than it was. That means that's probably less garnet looking than it was. There's definitely flakes of what looks like gold right there. Still good. Flipping around in there all over, big chunks of it. Pyrite, one or the other.
Oh, did we find mica or did we find gold? Let me get over here. Pretty respectable sized piece right there. So at this point in our journey, we are on our way to the granite mine in Philipsburg. Okay. We were listening to a little bit of music and I was recording the view on the way in. And I'm hoping that this voiceover covers up the music because I don't want to get a copyright strike in the middle of the video. Otherwise, I'm going to delete this whole segment. But here we are.
Probably more in there. Have to run it through the cleanup sluice just to be sure.
Well, we are at the Granite Ghost Town. We're picking through some tailings piles. Just kind of smashing some rocks to see what's inside of them. And I found this black one I was particularly attracted to. And it definitely has some crazy looking yellow stuff in it. But it's that same rock that's on the outer crust is all. And I broke it from a pretty good size rock. Got a lot of good looks in there. Red Deer Nation crew's over there. Dean is working his way to the top. I don't think I have that in me. High elevation, old knees, it just isn't happening. But I am gonna go over and join those guys. Just find a different tailings pile. This one just kind of looked close and neat. Everything you see is tailings here. This is a pretty neat experience for sure. So I decided to walk up one of these washouts. You know, the rain is basically exposing. So it gave me some cleaner rocks to see. And I mean, it's amazing to think that somebody 150 years ago dug all this out from underground, sent it up, and this was all the waste. Of course, at the time, if there was a little bit of gold in the waste, the price of gold wasn't enough to justify going after it. But now, if we could find rocks with a little bit of gold in them, the price of gold is very much worth the effort of dragging them out of here. And it doesn't really look like, I mean, we find a few rocks in here with a little bit of quartz, but there isn't a whole lot of quartz in here. I'm sure when they got to the quartz, that all went to the smelter. But every once in a while, I find a little piece with some on it, and I hit it with a hammer. I got a pretty full bucket down there. Some nice stuff, but lots of straight granite. Like that piece there, you could make countertops out of. Some of the granite's got quartz. I grabbed a couple of those. A lot of red, a lot of black, a lot of greens. Crazy ones like that, which probably needs to come with me. So, ooh, not showing it to you. I mean, this is a neat experience for sure. You think of all the hundreds and thousands of man hours that went in to making this. And this is just literally a small, small piece. It goes down there. It goes over there. I'm going to turn the other way so I don't fall. It goes over there. 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 I am going to just jump up quick. See what Travis is finding. Ooh, is that a piece of quartz? I don't think so. Any luck, sir?
What's that?
Any luck?
Finding lots of galena.
Ah, galena.
Yeah.
What's that again? Galena? What's it look like?
You find any pyrite or anything?
Nothing like crazy. I got one rock that when I broke it, it looks like there's a piece of gold in it, but
Yeah, I got a few that I'm interested in.
this is just amazing to think that somebody dug all this out of the ground
Right?
and then just said, oh, that's junk, throw it away.
Yeah.
Like,
I wonder how much gold's in here.
and some of these rocks are big. Could you imagine loading these 100-pounders up? Like,
It's a lot of work.
in a hole with literally no oxygen. I'm dying. The air's so thin up here. But
It's not that bad.
it's not that great either, though. I already have compromised lungs, so.
Oh.
But yeah, this is. I might. The tools are over there. I gotta at least grab my hammer. I can get the bucket on the way down.
Yeah, I'm going up.
But, alright. I'm gonna shut this camera off. Work my way back to the hammer. And at this point I might fill my pockets up, but woohoo! The bucket's staying. There's the hammer. Found it! That one's going in my pocket though. Alright guys, see you in a bit. Alright. I lied. I went to the top. Oh, it's worth it too. Look at that view. I mean, not that view, but that view. Oh, it is pretty amazing up here for sure.
Hey, Carl, screw you.
Oh, I'm tagging you in this video now just so you guys get it too. Ooh. Oh, how incredible. I must have took a lot of extra work to build that crooked like that.
Yeah. That's a whole different kind of engineering.
Yeah. What have we got in here? Yeah, nothing. Whole lot of nothing. Oh, this might be a shaft, Trav. Oh, maybe not. It was a pillar. Oh, maybe it was. All right. He's making a video too. Let's see if it was a pillar or a shaft. It could have been from the tram. That would have made sense that they would have been loading out and it would have down, down, down. Can you see what's under that? Dirt. Alright, I'm not walking down there then. If you want to know what's under there, see it in Travis's video. Oh, or chute door up there. Zoom in on that. Appears to still be functioning. Yeah, this was worth the price of admission. Oh, absolutely.
I bet you there's a tin of gold nuggets in here somewhere.
Okay, well, we can make a zip line to get down. Well, this much I know for sure. I'm not going up there. That is not happening. Not this trip. Another time when I've got way more time. But how cool. How cool. Got all that rock up there. Unbelievable. Travis explaining that tram. It would load up. They'd load all the ore cars down. And it would take it down to the bottom. Some 1,200 foot drop. And then when it was going down, it brought the tram car up. And then at the bottom, they could put a little bit of weight in the empty ore buckets, like food and water and whatnot. And then as they sent the tram down, it would pull those ore buckets empty, well, with the food back to the top. So, and then the tram would be stuck at the bottom until somebody loaded enough ore buckets to send them down, and that would bring the next tram up. So, Dean said at one point they were bringing out 13 pounds of gold a day out of here. 13 pounds of gold per day. All right, we'll get you a great zoom in. You should see it when there's no smoke.
See you on the next one.
What is left of the old Miners Union Hall? These steel
So at
pillars,
this point in our trip, we are working our
unstable
way
walls.
back down into Philipsburg, where Dean
picture
takes
of
us
what
on a
once was
tour
there.
of an old stamp mill
built at
that had
1890
been
for
removed from above
$23,000.
where our campsite is and
That's
fully
a deal.
restored. Check this out.
But yeah, how cool, how cool. So this is a stamp mill, a shaker table, and
So I'll do a bunch of videos you guys can see.
they throw the ore in there, or it comes down in, and those elephants' feet take turns stamping the ore, and then it runs down into here, gets sluiced, sent across the shaker table. It is still steam powered, big boiler over in there. And this has been a restoration project that's been going on for a while. Okay, so I started at the bottom with my phone that is out of space and worked my way to the top. Now we're going to do this all from the start to the end. This is the ore. Looky there. There is gold in that. And then they take that piece of ore and they drop it into this jaw crusher, which is big enough for me to stick my head in. At least once. And then that goes up here to a hopper. And if you notice, all of this old equipment has all been restored. It's all running on belts. There is a steam boiler inside of that room that makes the steam that runs the motor. And I will now record this going down. At least the video is going to be in the right order this time. Oop, there's a step. And this is the top of the stamp mill, and you can see each one of these is clocked a little differently, and each one of those rods gets picked up at a different rate. And right now the locks are all installed, so they will turn this on and those cams start running, and someone will pull all these locks out, or however many locks out for as many stamps as they want to run. And then that heavy weight sits down on the cam, and you see as it brings it up, this is the highest point right here, and then once it gets beyond that, that'll drop down, and I'll go down to the bottom and show you the elephant feet that make all the business happen. And here is a little bit of a up above view.
Most recently,
I'm going to step very carefully down these definitely not OSHA approved stairs. They got to be a 14-inch drop. Oh, yeah. Well, I got long legs. All right, so then we'll talk about this shaker table in a minute here. But that's where it happens next. It falls down in from up above there. And each one of those elephant feet come down and they smash the ore into that fine dust that you're seeing. And I'll zoom in. And then that fine dust follows the little fun factory. There's a sluice there. And it runs out onto this shaker table, which then gold on one end, waste on the other. And this is a great example of what they had. There was 100 of these stamps up on the hill. So, then this thing here, gold bowl, I don't exactly know how that works. But yeah, this is really cool. People have put a lot of time and effort into restoring.
Oh yeah, this is really cool. This is a core driller.
This is the core driller, steam-powered core drill. And there it is. So that rotates and hammers, correct? I do believe. Look at those exposed ball bearings. That is incredible.
I ran this thing last time I was here. Off of this boiler over here.
Brass gear in there.
You see this?
Yeah. So this is super, super cool. My boy knows the people that are doing this. He's been working with them on a documentary, and so we were lucky enough to get the VIP tour of the entire Play-Doh Fun Factory here.
Brute and force, dude. Look at that.
Brute force. Okay, let's see if I can sneak the camera in just enough. There's the boiler. There's the big steam engine. All right, focus now. So there's the boiler. And look, it's even certified. How cool is that? Big steam engine. And then that runs this whole setup. And they're using the oldest technology around to still harvest gold. There's a little tag here. Dodge Amalgamator, patent applied for Dodge Mining Machinery, SF. Well, that's going to do it for this video. I thank you guys if you made it to the end for checking out this little section of our Montana trip with the guys from Red Dirt Nation. I'll get everybody tagged in the thing. If you could please like, share, and subscribe, it would make me super happy.
Thank you, Dean, for bringing
There's
us
a few
here.
more
This is so
segments
cool.
of my Montana trip coming, so
Tell me
keep
that
watching
doesn't
my
look like a
channel
metal
for more.
piano behind
Thank you
Travis.
so much again. I'll see you next time.
It is some kind of metal chute, but from a distance it looks like a piano.
Yeah, are they on your YouTube?
All right.
Sweet, okay.
Hi.
What else do you
subscribe.
like and subscribe? That's right, buddy.